All right, ladies and gentlemen, we back at it. Team Babyface gang, you already know what time it is. All right, and y'all about to get my hair rebraided tomorrow. It's gonna be serious. But outside of that, welcome to the Quantum Invasion Part 2. I'm continuing this series that I started last year, right when Saturn went into Aquarius. This is breaking news, y'all. The Quantum Invasion is an event that's going to define the nature of humanity for the next decade and a half. Last year, the Quantum Invasion was the beta test. This year, we're in alpha overdrive. We are not beta testing anymore. Think of every single character test that you faced 2020. This year, it's not a test. You can and may get killed if you make even the slightest action out of integrity. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this so you get ready. So the only thing that I have to say as far as mindset and attitude for this period is we in the last days, baby. And if you don't know, Christ is coming back for a whole millennial reign, regardless of who you feel Christ is or whatever, all I can say is stay ready. Stay ready. Like the virgins who had the oils lit when that wedding came. Stay ready. If you knew that a thief was going to come at the night and ransack all your shit, you would stay ready all night. Because let me tell you, this is going to happen while people are celebrating, happy, drinking. Boom. You have to stay ready. You cannot relax one bit. I'm not saying to stay on edge. I'm saying stay ready because it's going down. Alpha overdrive. Beta tests have been complete. Character tests have been complete. Your spirit team is being reshuffled and it's going down. Part 3, I'm going to follow up this video with to break down based on your rising and or zodiac sign what your role is in this quantum invasion. Quantum, of course, pertaining to the smallest unit of length that could be measured. And so this is a subatomic vibrational war. What are you putting in your system? Because it's not just diseases and viruses. This is a prelude and precursor to the demon wars and the evil spirit wars that are going to be had when Pluto is further in Aquarius and Pisces, as far as like paranormal shit and ghosts. Just be real. All of this is leading up to the resurrection of the vampire clan and all sorts of otherworldly stuff that our ancestors have put in mythology and folklore to prepare us for. But trust me when I say you just have to stay ready, okay? Know that it could pop off at any moment and you don't want to be caught with your face in your ass. I don't even know why I said that. You don't want to be caught in the wrong moment, looking stupid, okay? You need to stay ready. Now, here's certain tenets that I want to brush through for Alpha Overdrive. The whole purpose for the beta test was to examine how far these higher, darker forces and what they can get away with. But there was a role in this for you individually too. The whole purpose for the beta test was for you to beta test your superpowers. And like, trust me when I say, superpowers isn't something you just get. This is everything that was cultivated last year. No one just got superpowers. You awakened superpowers, okay? And this is what happened to everybody. Whether it's just enhanced intellect or being able to process information more smoothly, everyone went through an upgrade of self-realization, hence awakening superpowers. And the reason why this is important is this revolution is bringing the end of the age of man and stepping us into the age of God, the new age of the gods that are reincarnating back into the vessels of those who actually know what's up and are willing to. And not all gods are good or bad, as you'll see. Now, this is also strengthening telepathic channels. You have a whole lot of cowards who are just free to, send judgmental vibes, but will never pull up in person. I know no one has ever pulled up to me, but have a lot to say behind my back. This is a part of the character test. and to test how strong your mind is. People don't know who they messing with when they do that to me. That's why I don't even mind, because they gonna learn the hard way, okay? And this is also meant to strengthen your mind psychologically. If you're going to believe that, you know what I'm saying, people sending negative vibes to you aren't that important, then show that in your actions too. Don't be getting stressed out when these telepathic vibes get stronger, which they will, and you know, you're worried about what other people think with their useless ass opinions. Ugh. Okay, if it's really that important, you really can come see me. You won't though. Too many people aren't built like that. Anyway, other than that, this quantum invasion alpha overdrive is going to move forward so fast. You see how they're trying to like soft launch UFO disclosure? Do not fall for the bullshit. Aliens have been here. Oh, this whole thing that, oh, UFOs are coming. They've been here. Our president's an alien. Barack Obama was an alien. Okay, like even the first president of this whole country was an alien. He's a Pisces. So like, don't fall for the bullshit. The whole existence of mythological creatures and beings, they play through our spirit and soul. Everything that's happening right now is the revivification of an old ancient plot and drama that's playing out through us for some weird reason, because some narrators really want to play this out like it's a movie. Aquarius, I'm talking to you. You really do narrate people's lives. It's hilarious. It's also evil genius. Now, what this is also going to really express is manifesting all the work you've done. A lot of you don't realize that the trials you went through 2020 were meant to serve as a catalyst to your abilities. And Jupiter and Saturn, Jupiter and Aquarius, Jupiter and Aquarius about to put you on. It's literally going to hyper accelerate, blast through into Pisces by like March, May, April. And you need to see this as everything happening so fast. You've literally done the hard part. That was Jupiter and Capricorn. Now you're coming into the knowledge of these abilities, Saturn and Aqua. That's going to anchor and cement this. I'm definitely well aware that there's certain people sneak dissing me or you know, saying some slick stuff, but I don't do this to argue with ne'er-do-wells who can't come with facts. I do this to just tell the truth. People are allowed to say whatever they want about me. That's their free will decision. They decided to screw themselves over by making that karma. They don't know Saturn's on my moon. I'm like literally a representative of the Lord Karma, and you don't fuck with me. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm shed my own childish antics just so I can continue to serve y'all very gracefully, as I always do. Y'all gonna see the greatest of me moving forward. I'm going through my 10th house transit. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, if you know, you know. Other than that, though, things are going to get wild. Things are going to get crazy, especially post January 7th when Mars starts to square. Ooh, and the moon's going to go square. Ooh. So just stay ready, okay? Alpha Overdrive means that the people who've been beta testing the dark force control they want to do, they're going to move fully forward with it. And you have to understand, if you weren't so powerful and influential, they would not have to go the roundabout way they're going to deceive you the way they are and to really tiptoe around what they can do. This year is going to help you actualize and manifest your self-realization from last year, how powerful that is. A lot of you are going to realize that a lot of the people who you put up there that you worry so much about what they think, it's just a facade. And if anything, they look at you like that because you ain't fake. You don't have to put half of the fake appearances that they do. You could just go up and be yourself. And you know, you're going to realize how very valuable that is in a period like now. But here's the most important thing that I have to tell you. Venus is now in the galactic center territory. It's in the last decan of Venus, Sagittarius, and y'all are really about to see through the divine feminine and feminine counterparts the magic of your special connections. I'm talking about soulmates, whether in a platonic friend capacity or a romantic capacity or a business capacity. Now that you have self-realized yourself and you know who you are, you know who the archetype of your soulmate is, and you know how to recognize them and draw that out. It's nothing you have to do but just be yourself and live your path. And so over the next year, especially the next few weeks, A lot of you are going to be dumbfounded at situations that you never, ever, ever thought would work out. Here's a huge message for a lot of you. A lot of you are stuck because you know for a fact you're meant to be with a certain soulmate or archetype that in your head, you're like, I don't know how I'm going to make this work. I don't know how it's going to work. Well, it's working. And it's going to happen, and it's going to freak you out because if in many cases it's going to land on your lap, and you're not going to feel like you're ready. You're not going to feel like you're prepared. That's a good feeling because you will be. You're more than ready right now. And if you don't feel prepared, trust me, you will in like less than 2 months. You're going to go through a lot of advancement in 2 months because after Venus leaves Capricorn, Mercury, which is right next to Pluto, Pluto's going to be trailing everything again. And it's going to show. Okay? Please understand that reverse psychology and its dynamics are the only facet and way to deceive you. And so believe yourself the first time. This is not the time to doubt yourself. There's so much that I want to say. I just have 15 minutes though for this Instagram limit. But just know quantum invasion, okay? The frequencies and vibrations you can't see but still exist is what you're warring with. You must keep spiritual defense up every day. And if you don't know, if you're like, how do I psychically defend myself? Well, what is your spiritual hygiene routine? What do you, if you take a shower every day, and if you brush your teeth every day, I hope you do it every day. What do you do to do that spiritually? Do you pray every day? Do you take a spiritual bath every day? You're going to have to actually employ these techniques and, not really play around with that shit because it is important. You keep the armor of God on at all times, breastplate of righteousness, belt of truth, shoes of peace. We stay with the sword. So like a lot of this is going to get really, really real. And the last part that I have to say before is soulmates. Soulmates are key because you're going to be connecting with soulmate counterparts that actualize the deeper unconscious part of your energy and vice versa by fulfilling the archetypes that both of you may have had in the South Nodal or North Nodal connection. It's going to be weird. It's going to be crazy. A lot of you were trying to resurrect that stuff before the cycle started, and now it's starting. So you're walking away like, oh, it's not going to work. But the universe is like, no, motherfucker, like now's the time. And it's just going to happen. And you're going to be like, what? I thought this could never happen. And instead of getting too dumbfounded, just remember this isn't about your fantasies. It's about the mission. You watching this have a crucial, vital role in this. You've dealt with so many people who try to undermine your role and make you feel like you're not that important. Those are dark forces working through these people so that they can cloud the fact that you have the most important role. You have the most important role. Remember, I'm going to put out another video based on Rising and Sun to see exactly where this plays out in your life. But if you're watching this video, congratulations, you've made it through round 1. If you really take into account the many people who died, even though less people died in 2020 than 2019, but we're not going to talk about that. The fact that you're still alive is very special. We can't really trivialize the fact that you're still alive. We're not going to have any prominent fire until 2025 when Neptune and Saturn go into Aries and we establish the new revolution of light. And so we have to hold out the next 4 years. Doesn't that make sense? The next 4 years we have to hold out through this period of darkness before that revolution is instilled. And that's the period of darkness that I'm speaking of, stepping into the new age of gods, okay? Outside of that, though, you're going to gain very amazing breakthroughs following this video about the soulmate dynamics and connections you have, especially for those of you who share an aspect of your soul with another individual. You're connected to this person right now. And now that you've awakened during this alpha overdrive, Aquarius unites Gemini and Libra, the axis of relationships, so you can come into the knowledge of this outside of yourself individually into the collective. This is going to be one of the most extraordinary periods of all history in mankind, as this is the end of the age of man. So embrace these supernatural abilities that are slowly but surely at the subatomic level awakening. Be very wary of people who are having you doubt this reality because they're showing their true colors. A lot of people are unconsciously led by Satan, okay? Fruits show themselves. That's why I always say, call me out if I'm on some bullshit. I can't be led by Satan, because I'm bringing down the strongholds of Satan, and the kingdom divided by itself cannot stand. You know you get the truth when you come to me. That's why y'all mess with me, and I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed as always. Part 3 coming soon. Comment down what you're excited about for Alpha Overdrive. This is where your warrior expresses itself. Peace.